How are y'all today? Good.
Them not having Travis Hunter, what in your observation then on tape, how do you think that impacts their secondary and their defense?
Well, obviously he's a really good player, one of the best in the country at what he does. You know, he plays a lot of snaps. He plays very fast and physical. So losing a player like that, you know, on the defense, you know, is tough. But they're going to do a good job in the back end. They've done a really good job everywhere else throughout the season. So I don't anticipate it being much different. Maybe some of the coverages might change slightly, but, you know, I won't anticipate it. We just got to see what they're going to do during the game and just know that they're going to be kind of moving around all over the place and do sort of everything.
You played Shilo earlier in your career. He's a productive guy back then in 2020. What do you see on film in terms of, is he the same player that you remember from years ago? Is he a different guy? What does he bring to that secondary?
Yeah, he does a good job. He's always in the right spot. You know, he does a really good job making open field tackles. He does a really good job when the ball's in the air. He does obviously a good job in man-to-man, and you know, he's a good safety. And you know, I anticipate him being all over the field, you know, making a lot of impactful plays for him.
But what do you guys do to kind of handle the hype for this game and all the build-up?
Well, you know, we just go to work and we let that noise stay outside, and we let it kind of, you know, we let the fans and everybody else outside of the program, you know, handle all the noise, and we just go to work and we want to do whatever we can to be prepared for the game and, you know, handle our preparation going into the game so that we can be prepared for the game and we can go out and play fast and, you know, we're ready for the moment. And, you know, with games like these, you know, the build-up is always big, and, you know, a lot of us have played in big games. They've played in big games, so, you know, it's going to be a you know, high intense game once we get out on the field, but, you know, I expect it to you know, settle down as the game goes and just be football again.
Their defense has created, I think, 10 turnovers so far. It's tied for most of the conference or country. Just makes them so opportunistic. What have they done to offenses to create those?
Well, I just think they're you know, they're very multiple on defense. They're everywhere at times, and they do a good job of getting to the passer, and they do a good job of affecting, you know, when the ball's in the air. And also, they do a good job of tackling the ball. You know, they go after the ball and force some fumbles and get some turnovers that way. So they're just an aggressive team, and they're going to do a good job in that area.
Now you've had a chance to look at their defense a little bit more on film, schematically wise. How similar is what they're running to either what you saw against Bama in your time at Auburn, or maybe Tennessee, or one of those teams that just, it's very similar to even to what you guys do in practice every day now?
Yeah, you know, it's a little bit similar with the coaching tree, with you know, some of their coaches being around that kind of you know, coaching tree themselves. And but, you know, at the end of the day, a lot of teams, especially in our conference, they do a lot of similar things. And you know, like I said, they're very multiple, so they can get into about anything they want, and they're probably going to be very game plan specific. So they'll do a good job of game planning against us, and they're not just going to line up and do what they do, but they're going to try to another way they're aggressive and force turnovers is they game plan different week, and so I think they're going to have a good plan.
Seems like you're sliding a bit more this year. Is that just something that happened because of your injury at the end of last year, where you're more conscientious about taking on hits?
How many slides have I slid?
Good question.
So how do you know if I've slid more?
It just seems like compared to last year.
No, it has nothing to do with that. You know, I think a run's a run, and you got to protect yourself in this league. And so bring me that stat next time. I'd like to see it.
Coach said you guys are working on deep shots a little bit this week. You've obviously hit on a few, but, you know, obviously you want to hit it on as many as possible. How close or not do you feel like you guys have been to just hitting just a couple more?
Well, I mean, I think we've been fairly explosive with a good completion percentage. You're going to miss those. You're going to, you know, not be in sequence every once in a while. You got to get in that rhythm there in practice. But it is important for us to, you know, complete those shots vertically, because that opens up the run game. And, you know, when they're there, we got to hit them. And we've hit one about every game. So we plan on continuing to do that and hit them when they're open. But, you know, it starts in practice. We got to hit them in practice so it translates over in the game. Can't expect it just to go out there and happen for us, even though we got really good players. And really good scheme. You know, we got to practice and do that throughout the week.
Dion said they're going to have the cornerback guy by committee with Travis. Just kind of your impressions of their secondary and what kind of challenges they're going to see.
Like I said, very multiple. They got a lot of different guys that have played a lot. A lot of guys that can play man-to-man, can play zone coverage. And so with their multiple schemes, they're going to do a good job of changing up the looks. They're going to press, they're going to bail, they're going to play off. So, we expect to see all the looks, and they're going to do a good job of rotating those.
During fall camp, Drew Maringer talked about how Pat's just a different player from where he was this time last year, because of the injury and the recovery process. Just from your perspective, his impact, his development from here now.
Yeah, he's extremely reliable right now. Very smart, instinctful football player. Oregon means a lot to him. He's been here for a long time. He's got a lot of experience himself, and obviously he grew up, with Oregon, running in his family and just right here in Eugene. So, playing with the passion that he brings, it's great for our team. It provides, a lot of leadership, a lot of spark, and he's just one of those guys that leads by action. He just goes out there and works each and every day. He plays extremely hard, plays physical. He does a really good job and helps us on offense create explosive plays.
How would you describe the 12 and 13 personnel that you guys do and how you incorporate it in this offense? How is it either different a little bit than last year? How is it unique to Oregon and to what Will and you guys are doing and what that offers you as a quarterback?
Yeah, I think we are multiple offensively, and we can get into a lot of different formations, and that helps run game, pass game. You can kind of affect the defense and get certain personnel on the field when you put your own personnel in there. So we use that to kind of find some strategic ways to run our plays and to find certain ways to be creative, and so we use personnels, I think, in that way.
What's the reaction been like back in Alabama, friends and family seeing you and Tez on the field once again? I'm sure it's got to be a special moment.
Yeah, we've gotten a lot of people reach out. A lot of people come out and watch games, and so it's special to have friends and family like we do, and so supportive of where we are, and just happy to see us enjoying life, enjoying football, and being at a place like this. And so we, obviously it's our job to continue to do that and continue to work hard and use what we have and use it to the best of our ability.
How did this charitable cleat opportunity come together for you that's going on this week?
It was just brought to me, and I'm excited to use my platform in bigger ways than just football. Thank y'all.
Thanks, Bubba.